Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today we have a very special show for you. We've got some Core Set 2021 pre-release kits in. So we're opening them up. We're going crazy. We've got a lot of cards going on. We set up a secondary camera today, so that's fun. We always love improving the stream. As always, if you find any value or entertainment in this video, I encourage you to give me a thumbs up and share it out to a friend. We are going to get into it, that's for sure. Firing up our second cam here, let's take a look at what we got. I think they gave this to us just for free, which is pretty cool. A little bit of a bonus, and it's just 2 extra packs and a pre-release pack. So you'll see it here. Yeah, let's get right into it and tear into our first pack. Honestly, I've been waiting to do this for hours, but we've been setting everything up, which is annoying. Right, so here's our pack here. I think I've got the camera pretty good. Right, good enough. Zoom sucks. Anyways, we'll pretend that focus isn't trash. Why is it not focusing? Very interested in that. Anyways, this is going to be some raw, uncut footage for you guys, so it's going to be really a lot of fun. We'll get in there, and we'll fix the zoom if we can't get it to work regardless. So we're flipping these around, and there you'll see the zoom's not so bad. We've got a keen Glide Master. I'm going to maybe flip through these pretty quick, and we're actually going to flip this, and that's going to make things a lot easier for us. So we'll go into Transform. Rotate, flip vertically. Thank you very much. Now I can read the cards and you can read the cards at the same time. Again, we're just trying to attack this zoom bug. There it is. It's nice and low. Target creature gains flying until end of turn for 3 for 2. It's 2/1. Human Soldier. So we know that this is a limited card. Burn Bright. And we actually have a lot of cards to get through today, so we're going to go pretty quick with it. And hopefully we can get this focus dialed in here. So a Burn Bright, and we need to flip this as well so you guys can read it momentarily. Now we're talking. We are in full control here. So, yeah, a Rambunctious Mutt. We've seen dogs come into play in Core Set 2021. All hounds were renamed to dogs, so that's a lot of fun. We've got a Spine Megalodon, a 7-draw, 5/7, hexproof. Whenever it attacks, scry 1, that's awesome. Track down for 2, scry 3, that's always fun. Field Imp for 2, flying, not so bad. Pride Malkin, this is actually kind of cool because it goes in Cat Tribal, so that's a lot of fun. Whenever it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Anointed Trollster, I can't even pronounce this. A human cleric 1/1 with lifelink, and it gains +3/+3 for 5. So again, a very nice limited card. Sabertooth Mauler at the beginning of your end step. If creature died this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Sabertooth and untap it. Pretty neat. Infernal Scarring, just a reprint of an enchantment aura there. We do pull out a Shrine, though. That's nice. Who doesn't like playing with shrines, right? Liliana's Devotee, a nice uncommon here. Zombies get +1/+0. Neat. Reign of Revelation. Draw 3 cards, then discard a card. So that's neat as well. We're getting into it. And we pulled Baron Tolarian Archmage. This is actually one of my favorite creatures in the set. Let's see if we can get a good angle of it here. I'll just read it to you. When Baron Tolarian Archmage enters the battlefield, return up to 1 other target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand at the beginning of your end step. If a permanent was put into your hand from the battlefield this turn, draw a card. So this can combo really well with things like Yorion, right? The Sky Nomad. We pick up a Windscarred Crag, and then, of course, our token. So we're going to set our Archmage and our couple uncommons aside, right? We got Reign of Revelation, Liliana's Devotee, and our land there. We'll put our dual lands aside as well, and the rest can go into a pile. So that's going to add up. And we're into our second pack, you guys. Core Set 2021 we've got all of the kinks worked out. We're ready to roll and crush through these boxes of packs. So let's see what we get here. It's opening up the exact same way. What? With a Mentor, Bright. Are these the same? Okay, Villager Ice. Here's where it gets a little different. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. That's pretty cool. This is like an alternative art, I feel like. So we're going to put that to the top. It's really nice. It's just a 7/3 vanilla card. But nonetheless, we're really digging the background there. Duress, just a staple. Legion's Judgment, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. That's kind of nice. Pitchburn Devils, run afoul. Witch's Cauldron, not quite as good as the Witch's Oven. Volcanic Geyser, so our first uncommon here. Volcanic Geyser deals X damage to any target, followed by a Siege Striker. Double strike with 1/1. Whenever Siege Striker attacks, you may tap any number of untapped creatures you control. Siege Striker gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature tapped this way. So that's pretty cool, right? You think we can maybe push this down a little bit? That's better, right? Next up, we have Chandra's Incinerator. Now, this is one of the coolest red cards in the set. It's a 6/6 for 6, so very powerful. And then this spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total number of non-combat damage dealt to your opponent this turn. It has trample, and whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, Chandra's Incinerator deals that much damage to target creature or planeswalker that player controls. So that's really, really cool there. We did also have a Thornwood Falls, which is great. That can go in a pile, and then we'll take all of our goodies off the top, throw them here. We're gonna do a quick adjust on our mic. And just get that a little. There we go. And now that's just going to be a little bit closer for us for the remainder of the video. Perfect. On to, well, that was actually our 2 free packs that we got with the set. And now we're into this Core 21 pre-release pack. So I think this was on sale and the store only had a few left that I ordered. Big shout out to 401 Games in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It took a little bit because I'm in Western Canada, but it got here, and nonetheless, I'm really excited to dig into it. So we can check out the art here. It looks pretty cool. We just have the nice Planeswalker symbol there, right? I think it refocuses nice if I tilt it. Regardless, yeah, let's open it up. Ooh, we get a dice, boys. We're playing Paper Magic tonight. That's what that means. Again, this is nice because it is a collector. It says M21, so you can collect a die from every single set within Magic the Gathering. It kind of is cool. It goes clear with my green screen. Very, very neat. Yeah, awesome. Anyways, so this pre-release pack I see comes with a bunch of goodies. Let's get right into it. I guess a little space holder too. You gotta use cardboard to make sure that your products don't shift in the package. That only makes sense. That's what we're really paying for here, boys. And again, we've got this Life and Times of Teferi chronology. So it's just going to tell us a little bit about Teferi and then building a pre-release deck. So it's just walking you through that. And I guess this must be 5 packs, and you're supposed to build a sealed deck, which is very, very cool. We also have with it, perfectly sealed, a holographic Temple of Malady that is dated. There we go. Temple of Malady enters battlefield tapped. When it enters battlefield, scry 1. We can tap it for either black or green mana. And we've got that delicious gold date in there, if I can get it to refocus. We had it. Anyways, the foil kind of messes with it. But that is a holographic rare land. And we're working on a custom desk that's going to incorporate that, which is nice. And then we get an arena code as well. So we're going to give that away on the channel. If you're interested in that, make sure to hit us up. We're giving away codes every single day on YouTube, 4:45 a.m. PST, and then also on our Twitch right after that. So we're into our next 5 packs. And now I will play Magic with these, but I'm not going to do the sealed just because I want to do this video here with you guys, right? So let's get into it. Let's open up this pack and see what we get. Oh, you just love that sound, right? Alright, we're into it. I don't have a garbage bag either, so this is going to really add up. And getting right into it, we have a Goblin Wizard full art, which is very, very nice. And I see another holographic just peeking at us. So a Windscarred Crag, that's nice. Fungal Rebirth, 100% holographic. That's very cool. We are collecting holographics, like I said, for a custom desk. This is an instant. It is a uncommon, which is nice. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. If it's a creature, or sorry, if a creature died this turn, create 2 1/1 green sapperling creature tokens, which is nice. Moving on, we pull a secondary copy of Chandra's Incinerator. We're loving that, right? So we talked about this, and that is a rare red card, which is awesome. Unleash Fury, another uncommon, double the power of target creature until end of turn. Traveler's Swindle. So these limited packs are having a lot of uncommons in it, I notice. This is a human rogue, 2/2. Pay 3 life, flip a coin. If you win the flip, you gain 6 life. That's nice. The Gaggle Master, loving the name of this, right? This is a 4/3 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life for each creature you control with flying. That's awesome. Gnarled Sage, finally a common. Turret Ogre. Teferi's Protege, that's kind of neat. Skeleton Archer. We have a Ranger's Ghillie. A Gloom Sower, which is an 8/6. That's a pretty bomb limited card. I want to draft with this card. It was quite fun. Lofty Denial. We see this going into the flying decks. And then we have a Celestial Enforcer and a Okanog Ogre. So our rares and uncommons came at the top of this pack, which is very weird. But we do get a couple of them. And loving the Goblin Wizard creature token. I really like that. We're going to set that aside with our land. And then the holographics can go here with the rares, and the rest go in some sort of pile that we've started. It is going to get messy, you guys. We're 3 packs in, and we've got a long ways to go. So I hope you're all ready. And hopefully by the end of this video, we're actually good at producing this kind of content. So we see here we've got a Griffin creature token into a Plains, which I really enjoy the art of. And we get a rare holographic Shacklegeist. That's pretty cool. I do not mind that whatsoever. So it has flying, and it can block only creatures with flying, much like Brazen Borrower, and then tap 2 untapped spirits you control, tap target creature you don't control. So that's quite enjoyable, and then just such wicked art here, and I absolutely love the fact that it's a foil. Oof, boys, peer into the abyss. This is deadly. Target player draws a card equal to half the number of cards in their library and loses half their life, round up each time. Ooh, that is deadly, right? We have a Skyway Sniper, pretty cool, 1/2 with reach. Another Gaggle Master, 4/3 with flying. A Waker of Waves, a 7/7. Creatures your opponent control get -1, -0, so that's kind of neat for limited as well. We got Basri's Alokite, another Gnarled Sage, Turret Ogre, another Ranger, and Alchemist's Gift, which I actually don't mind because the Death Touch is really cool if there's any damage effects. So I also want to draft using Goblin's Arsonist. That Goblin, it's a 1/1 when it dies, deals 1 damage to anything. But I would put Alchemist's Gift on, so you got to kill something with Death Touch and then another thing with Death Touch after. So that's a really cool draft combo if you guys are drafting. Secure the Scene, Turn to Slag, and Opt. Nothing really good other than these first couple cards, especially this holographic. Absolutely loving that. That Shacklegeist in full effect. You can see it right there. Beautiful. So let's throw those into the winner pile. And then we've got the land and token can go there, and the other cards can go here, just so we're reducing the amount of work we have later when we're getting into these. How are my feet looking today, you guys? You got that all fixed up? Right, let's just toss that. Ooh. No code here, but it does just tell you that you can download Magic Arena and play the heck out of that game. Who doesn't want to? I know it's my favorite game to play. We get a 3rd copy of Chandra's Incinerator. Are you kidding me? How lucky can we get with that? Obsessive Stitcher. Ooh, Selfless Savior. This is a very good card and ties very nicely with Luris. Basri's Solidarity, that's really nice as well. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, so that's a great kickoff to a proliferation deck. A Sky Scanner, and this is what I was talking about just moments ago. The Goblin Arsonist deals 1 damage when it dies to any target, and it's a 1/1. We also have a Rousing Reed, a Radiant Fountain, which is kind of cool with all of the colorless. Another Pride Malkin, Bloodgudden, Feat of Resistance, Goblin Wizardry, which is actually pretty cool. Create 2 1/1 red Goblin Wizard creature tokens with prowess. It is a little expensive, I'll admit though. And then a Spined Megalodon 5/7 hexproof. Loving it. We get a couple cool cards here. Basri's Solidarity, Selfless Savior, Obsessive Snitcher, and a 3rd copy of Chandra's Incinerator. So let's throw those in the winners. Land can go over here. Rest can go into the general stack. Next pack, right? Let's get right into it. Core set 2021. Here we go. We are running on 2 cameras today. Big shout out to Canon for releasing their new webcam EOS tool. So that's awesome. It allows you to skip the video card and go directly into your computer. Solemn Simulacrum. So this actually might be worth a little bit because it's run in so many decks right now. It's a ramp engine and a draw engine and a creature, so that's really, really cool. Falconeer Adept, that's fun as well. It's a 2/3, and whenever it attacks, create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying that's tapped and attacking as well. And then Warden of the Woods, a 5/7 with Vigilance. Whenever Warden of the Woods becomes a target of spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw 2 cards. What? That's insane, right? We have a Fierce Empath, 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost 6 or greater, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your library. So that's not bad either. Forgotten Sentinel, Mind Rot, Daybreak Charger, Ruffle Snout, Rookie Mistake, Snare Spinner, Rise Again, Secure the Scene, Turn to Slag, and Opt. Beautiful. So we take our winners. They go here. Land goes there, and then bulk in the pile. So we've got 2 packs left from our pre-release, and then we're getting into, I believe, our 10 pack box. It's kind of just like a core 21 box, I think. And then we've got the booster packs to get into for a finale. So again, toss in the trash. We've got a Night Token, a land, and Necromantia. I'm liking that. It's kind of off place right now in the current meta, but I think this is going to be a great card in things like Brawl or Commander, right? So choose a card name other than a basic land card name. Search opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name. Exile them. That player shuffles their library, creates a 2/2 black zombie creature token for each card exiled from their hand this way. So that's kind of nice. And it's really good in those, like say a Wilderness Reclamation deck. You could take that, for instance. We get a secondary shrine, the black one. We've already got the white one. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of shrines you control. A Havoc Jester, 5/5. Whenever you sacrifice permanent, Havoc Jester deals 1 damage to any target, and then another Rain of Revelation into a Forgotten Sentinels, Scorching Dragonfire, Mind Rot, Rookie Mistake, Daybreak Charger, Citizen's Training, Village Rites, Sure Strike, which is a great card in Limited, and then Whom Anima, and then a Defiant Strike as well. So let's take our winners. We get Necromantia as our rare. Night Token goes over here with the land, and the rest in the main pile. On to our next pack. Magic the Gathering Core Set 2021. 15 card booster pack. These are limited packs, so they've got a lot in them. Let's see what we can pull. Oh, that's a nice split. That is a nice split right down the middle, boys. Oof. Right? Oh! That is hot. So we were excited about the regular Solemn Simulacrum, but we just pulled the foil, boys. Oh, that just feels good too. I want to feel the steel. So we're going to put that right there. And then we get a Pack Leader as well. Another rare. Other dogs you control get +1/+1 whenever Pack Leader attacks. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn to dogs. you control. So that's really cool. And we get a good look at the art there. I love that art. Traitorous Greed. This is for 4. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap it against haste. And then add 2 mana of any one color, which is pretty cool as well. Leafkin Avenger. This is a 4/3 elemental druid. We can add green mana for each creature we can control with power 4 or greater, or we can spend 8 to deal damage equal to its power to target player or planeswalker, which is pretty crazy. Volcanic Geyser, we already seen that. And then Grasp of Darkness, staple mark removal for M21. Violent Darts, Hunter's Edge, Infernal Scarring, Portullious Vine, Fettered Imp, Rambunctious Mutt, Burn Bright, and Keen Glidemaster. You're going to have to really excuse me on my pronunciation of a lot of these cards. It's absolutely brutal. I know. I've got like 8th grade reading comprehension. Anyways, with all that being said, we're into this M21 like starter box, I guess. It's got some stuff. We do get an alternative art premium pack leader card within here, and I did not even realize that. We get 20 in premium foil and 20 in regular basic lands. If there's 20 foil lands in here, I'm going to be pretty happy. So let's tear into this, right? Slide it open. Oh, yeah. And there's that little stock holder at the bottom. It's all about filling your products with cardboard boxes with nothing in them. This is a very powerful move. I'm just kidding. We put our cards in here afterwards, right? It's a good card holder. And then we do get the Teferi story here again that we can maybe discuss when we wrap up. More cardboard, loving it. The one thing I do love about these boxes though is the sets that they come in. I've got one of these from almost every set, and your decks can fit in here really nicely as well, or just your bulk cards. So it's a great way just to organize a couple cards from the set. Obviously, you don't want to be collecting too many of these, but how can you not? And this is an enlarged die. This is much bigger than this one. You see the size difference here, you guys. One of these is almost twice as big as the other. You can really feel it as well. So side-by-side comparison. These boys are not the same size. Definitely give your friend the little green one. Not kidding, right? So that's really cool that you're getting a unique set of die with it. And then they're not joking. They're giving us 20 foils. That is absolutely incredible. So let's throw our newly beloved cardboard collectors to the side and investigate this land here. Right? I think this is just 20 basic land, and we should be able to get into that no problem. Just double check. And they are all very, very, well, not all of them. There's a couple of really nice lands in here that we're going to separate. So we like these alternative art lands. They'll go over here, and these dummy lands can go into the fire pit. We also have this alternative art pack leader and 20 foil lands, it says. So I've been hunting foil cards, so this will totally be worth it for me. And we can see the alternative art of pack leader there. That is very cool. I love it. That's deadly. Right? And then, oh my lord, these are legit 20 foil lands. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I'm really pleased with that, and especially these new lands. Like, look at that mana symbol at the bottom. That is so deadly. Right? Oh my lord. Where do we sign up? So, that was the lands, and the box also comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 card packs. So we're going to dig into those now. We have got a ways to go, you guys. So buckle in. If you do need a drink, make sure to pause the video so you don't miss anything. Go grab that, and we'll be here when you get back. Let's get right into it again. More Core Set 2021 packs to be had, you guys. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video, but I think it'll be okay. So let's toss that. And we've got a soldier coming up right away. We'll try to focus in here. There we go. And then we've got a Jungle Hollow. Are you joking me with these Solemn Simulacrums? This is a full art Simulacrum, which we now have 3 of. Wow. That is neat. Very, very cool. Get a look at that, you guys. That's incredible. Thank you so much. Wow. I want all of my cards to be full art, please and thank you. We do have Kavartek, the Spiteful. Now, I'm wondering, is this based off Chris Kavartek by any chance? I thought they made Planeswalkers out of them, not legendary creatures. But nonetheless, other creatures get -1/-1 for 4, and it's a 3/2, and it's got some of the sickest art within the set. Invigorating Surge, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, then double the number of +1/+1 counters on that creature. That's pretty deadly. We do get another Shrine. This is the blue one, so we've got white, black, and blue doing nice there. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may draw X cards, where X is the total number of shrines you control. If you do, discard a card. Malefic Scythe, that's not so bad. Enters the battlefield with a soul counter on it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each soul counter, and then when it dies, put a soul counter on it whenever a creature dies. So that's kind of nice. Into a Shock, just a staple mark. Sabretooth. Teferi's Protege, also alternative art, so that's kind of cool. Grasp of Darkness, Steward, Deadmaw, Revitalize, Thrill of Possibility, and Cancel. So that's actually got some really cool cards in it. And oh my god, we've got to sleeve this full art Simulacrum. That is absolutely insane. Let's see if we can get our 4th Simulacrum, right? We've not seen any Teferis yet. We've not seen any Ugin, so let's keep our fingers crossed. Don't need that. The land's cool. The Pursued Whale for 7. Now, this is a very nice limited card. The Wingmare, not so bad. Battle Rattle Shaman, neat. Another Solidarity. Rousing Reed, Duress, Life Goes On. Gale Swooper. Wishcoin Crab, Legion's Judgment, Blood Glutton, Citizen's Training, Staunch Shieldmate, and Ignis Cur, which I really like. That goes well in my Elemental Cavalcade deck. So check that out if you've not. Let's sort our winners here. Place those there. Land goes in the pile, and the rest in the bulk station, which we can now convert this lovely little box that we received into a card holder for our cards that we're collecting, right? So that's always a really nice way to make use of some of this cardboard that we get. Anyways, we've got lots more to go. We're going to be sitting in a field of trash by the time we're done, right? So we have here another Goblin Wizard. I love the art of this. I see holographics, and I see a nice land. Liliana Stewart. Oh my lord. We're getting pretty lucky with these holos. And I respect that. I am all about those holographic cards. This is a 1/2. We can tap it, sacrifice it, target opponent discards a card, activate this spell, or activate this ability only time you can cast a sorcery. Animal Sanctuary. This is not the best land we've ever had, but we'll take it as a rare. Jeskai Elder, that's fine. Indulging Patrician. I actually really like Flying Lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain more than 3 life this turn, each opponent loses 3 life. That's inherently broken. And then we have a Waker of Waves. And then into our commons, Roaming Ghostlight, Dub, Swift Response, Shock, Garrett's Greathorn, Village Rites, Opt, Makeshift Battalion, and a Sure Strike. Grabbing our winners. They go here. Land goes here. Duds go in the box. Right? And then we're on to our next pack. Just crushing through them. We've got a lot to go, you guys. This is going to be one of our longer videos. But if you like it, make sure to leave me a thumbs up. Comment on the video. Let me know what your favorite card was that I pulled. And if you bought any packs, let me know what you got in your pulls as well. So we're coming up here with a Knight. Please and thank you. Just a Vigilance. Who do we see peeking at us? We have a Rugged Highlands. And then our first Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Please and thank you. It's a Legendary Planeswalker, 7 loyalty, +2, deals 3 damage to any target, -X, Exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less, and then -10. You gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, and may put 7 permanents from your hand onto the battlefield. Woohoo! Please and thank you. Fungal Rebirth, we'll take it. Low Scale Kodo. This is a really fun reprint that I also have been digging. And our 4th color of Shrine. We're hitting the shrines too. We just need a red shrine, I believe. Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add X mana of any one color where X is the total number of shrines you control. Onto our commons, we have a Ghostlight, a Scarring, an Alakite, a Sage, an Imp, Dilophosaur, an Enforcer, an Ogre, a Sphere, and a Rumbling Mutt. So Ugin is the top pick there. We're loving that. And then our tokens and land can go over here. The rest in the pile. What we really need is a holographic Ugin and some holographic Teferis. You know what I mean? We're all about that. So we've got a demon, right? Pretty cool, 5/5. Some more land. Ruined Halo. Okay, so this is a really good sideboard card. Maybe might be really good in Commander, right? Or Brawl. I like the art. I want to get a good. There we go. That's awesome. Now, if we could hold the cards perfectly like this every time, we'd be pretty pleased with ourselves. We have a Tavern Swindler, Riddle Form, Silver Moat Ghoul. Onto our commons. Furor of the Bidden, Frost Breath, Warded Battlements, Forgotten Sentinel, Scorching Dragonfire, Rise Again, Portcullious Vines, Valorous Steed, Ignis Cur, and Lofty Denial. Maybe one day my Magic pronunciation will be on par. Taking our winners, putting them to the pile. Land token over here, duds in the box. On to our next pack. We're killing it. I don't know what to do with all this trash. We're just gonna start building up around us at some point. Woo. A holographic opt. Cannot complain. Any holographic I get, I go straight to the top. That's hot, you guys. This is a full art Ugin. Absolutely insane. The only way this could get better is if it would be holographic. It's too rare to be seen on camera. It cannot be formed in focus. Maybe if we get everything else out of the frame. There we go. Right, this is very, very nice. Oh my lord, look how his wing wraps around in front of the text under the mythic symbol. That's so deadly. Thank you so much, Wizards. Presence or Light of Promise. We've got Golem, Faith, Fetters, and then we're on to our commons. Swooper, Crab, Judgment, Devils, Prismite, Indulgence, Gorehorn, Burn Bright, and Fanatic Inventory, which is actually a really, really good card when stacked up. So this is a sick loot for us. A full art Ugin, that's incredible. And then a holographic opt. We're a couple of happy campers here today, you guys. So, you know the process. Let's repeat it. On to the next. Let's see what we have here. Sapperling. Land. Another holographic. Please and thank you. Arcfire Immolator. Massacre Worm. This has the coolest animation on MTG Arena. It's just a little hard to get out because it costs 6, right? Oof. How about trying to get this camera to focus? What is life? Right? Some cards are harder than others. We shouldn't spend too much time on it. It just keeps getting worse and worse. Anyways, Massacre Worm is a 6/5, and when it enters the battlefield, creatures your opponent control get -2/-2 until end of turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, that player loses 2 life. So it's a great way to go absolutely nuclear on your opponent. And I see we get a nice focus there to finish it off. We have another Witch's Cauldron, which we've seen, and then a Traitorous Greed. We also seen that as well. Angelic Ascension. This is a very cool budget card. right? It costs 2. It's an uncommon. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Its controller creates a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying, right? So that's a 4/4 with flyer for 2. So that's awesome. And then we just slay through our commons here. Nothing really worth noting, I don't think. And then let's take our bombs off the top. Put them in our pile. Land token over here. Duds in the box. I shouldn't call them duds. I think they have their place some days, right? Sometimes commons are really, really good. Like Growth Spiral, for example, is a common that's just absolutely busted. So, into it, we got a Griffin. We got a Tranquil Cove. Speaker of the Heavens. So this is actually a really nice rare that's being used competitively. 1/1 Vigilance Lifelink. We can tap it. If we have 7 or more life than our starting total, we create a 4/4 Angel with flying. Garrick's Uprising. This is my favorite budget card of the set. It's uncommon, right? So it's very easy if you are playing Arena to spend your wild card on it. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. And then when it enters the battlefield, whenever a creature power 4 or greater enters the battlefield, you do the same. And then creatures you control have trample. So that's nice. Reign of Revelation, we've seen that. Direfleet Warmonger, we've not seen these yet. It's a 3/3 Orc Pirate. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, Direfleet Warmonger gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. So that's quite nice as well. And then we have a Singer, a Dub, a Mauler, a Shock, a Steward, non-holographic, boo. A Deadmaw, non-holographic opt, boo. Revitalize, Thrill of Possibility, cancel. And then our Tranquil Cove and token. So we know what to do with them, right? Let's separate the pile. Let me know if you guys separate your cards like this as well when you're opening packs. We have a Beast. We have a Plains, which is a nice looking Plains, I'll have to say. Shacklegeist, not holographic, but it is rare. We'll take it. We already have one of those. Miscast, Tempered Veteran, Havoc Gesture, and then Cage Zombie, Sky Scanner, Rousing Reed, Duress, Life Goes On, which is really good with the new Veto Dusk of the Thorn Rose. You gain 4 life. If a creature died, you gain 8 life. You can gain 8 life and deal 8 damage. And then if you're using Priest of the Forgotten Gods and the Scorpion, you can deal like 12 damage like with nothing. So Life Goes On is really cool if comboed. Rise Again, the Vine, the Steed, the Cur, and the Denial. We'll take Shacklegeist. I don't think it's a very expensive card on the market, but nonetheless, blue flyers are going to be blue flyers, right? Into it again. More Goblin Wizards, right? I'm going to enjoy those. If only I could force focus this camera. We'll hold it down by our feet, right? We get a land as well. Let's just throw those over right to start. A Pursued Whale, we already seen that. Houndmaster is really good. A Conclave Mentor is really good as well. As far as uncommon cards though go, these are some of the best. We have a Dowser, also not so bad. It's got Prowess, which is really interesting. And then our commons, Judgment, Duress, Prismite, Llanowar Visionary is kind of cool and limited. And then the guard here is nice as well. Any rogue is pretty cool in my perspective. And yeah, so nothing really great. The Mentor is busted as far as real play goes. So is the Houndmaster, but the Houndmaster is a little bit more expensive. You need to be running Winota and stuff like that. So if you're a paper player, you probably don't have access to that. Which is another reason why MTG Arena is so great, is because wildcards. I wish we could get wildcards from opening. How many packs are in here? Like 36 or something? I wish we could get wildcards from opening these packs. Now, we are on to our last box here. We're at about 40 minutes so far. Let me see if I can get into it. You're going to have to harden your headphones. It's not my fault. It's theirs. Right? So we pull it open. We do have a nice box here. And then we can just peel into it. Loving it. And, oof. There we go, you guys. This is a lot of packs. More cardboard. There's never enough cardboard. So this is a lot of fun. And at one point in my life, I heard that you could arrange these packs from your boxes in a certain way and know what was in them based on the arrangement. So maybe we'll leave those down here, right? And we'll just start opening them this way, and then you guys can see how many we have left. Let's get right into it. Another, oh no. I think we're opening them backwards this time. So Capture Sphere, an Ogre, Gorehorn, Glutton, Zombie. The Spell Gorge is like really, really good in limited. Radiant Fountain, Ruffle Snout, Finishing Blow, Sword Shord, and then we get into our uncommons. The Punisher, Soul Seer, the Gourmand, the Guild Thieves Enforcer. This is actually something that I really liked, and I was talking about rogues a second ago. This is a 1/1 human rogue with flash. Whenever it or another rogue enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 2 cards. And then as long as your opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, the Thieves Guild Enforcer gets +2/+1 and gains Death Touch. So that's a really, really good value there. We know the deal. And 35 bottles of packs on the... they're not bottles. Right, let's toss in the air like we just don't care. Thrill of Possibility, Steed, Tides, Lurker, Malkin. Maybe we won't get these in there. I think it's trying to focus on those instead, right? Instead of just focusing on this. Life Goes On, Rousing Reed, Sky Scanner, Caged Zombie, Garrick's Uprising, Angelic Ascension. Oh, we need Garrick's Uprising too. Angelic Ascension, Direfleet Warmonger, Jaw Real. Okay, so this is a really nice card seeing play. It's a 1/2 legendary creature, human druid. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2 green cat creature token, and then we can pay 6 until end of turn. Creatures you control have base power and toughness of XX, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So that is some pretty cool shenanigans there, right? And then again, we've seen all of these other cards, so let's split. Toss our tokens and land. Just makes for easier sorting later on. Duds in the box. And we're down to 34 packs. Get right into it. You know what it is. We've been here for already 40 minutes, and I think we probably have about 40 more to go. Enforcer, Denial, Cur, Ghostlight, Nature, Blackguard, Battlements, Visionary, Bidden, Fury, Stalker, Low Scale Kotal, another Pack Leader, and another full freaking art Simulacrum. That's incredible. So we've got 2 of these puppies. I don't even know what to say. I love them. I cannot stand full art cards. They get me going big time. So nothing new that we've really seen here. We're basically just Teferi hunting at this point. So again, it would be great to pick up a couple of those, and I just have to do some maintenance. Our piles are falling over, boys. Let's get those all sorted up. And we need to be sleeving some of these as well. There we go. We're on to our next pack here. Da 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 da. All right, so we have our Arcanist, our Bone Pit Brew. We've not seen that yet. That's a first time view. Pegasus, Megalodon, Gorehorn, Glutton, Ghostlight, Shock, Mauler, Dub, Rebirth, Crashing Brontodon, a deadly reprint, and Angelic Ascension. And then we do get our multicolored shrine. So we're just missing our red shrine, which is pretty cool. Now this is Sanctum of All. Let me see if I can get it in the shot here. There we go. Sanctum of All, legendary enchantment, shrine. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may search your library and graveyard for a shrine. Put that card into the battlefield, and if you search your library this way, shuffle it. If an ability of another shrine you control triggers while you control 6 or more shrines, that ability triggers an additional time. So that's absolutely beast-like. And then we picked up the rest, put our tokens to the bottom, right? Beautiful. Come on, Teferi. We want a full art foil Teferi, boys. That's what we're looking for today. All right, We've got our Arcanist. Destructive Tampering, that's the first time we've seen that as well. Defiant Strike, Read the Tide, Silent Dart, Grasp of Darkness, Silent Dart, Grasp of Darkness. Chandra's Magma Mud, that's a pretty cool art on this, right? You can see the flames on the bottom there. I quite enjoy that. Swift Response, Furious Rise, Experimental Overload, Conclave Mentor, Conspicuous Snoop. This is actually quite entertaining, this card here. A 2/2 creature Goblin Rogue. Play with the top card of your library revealed. You may cast Goblin spells from the top of your library. As long as the top card of your library is a Goblin card, Conspicuous Snooze has all activated abilities of that card. So that's pretty cool. Just the fact that you don't even have to play the card, it just needs to be on the top of your library for Conspicuous Snoop to grab it. So very interesting there. And then we get that cool art from our Magma Pup. On to our next. Oh my lord. We're going to have another 40 minutes of cleanup after we're done here. Because you know your boy's tossing them like you just don't care. Crash Through, Pegasus, Tomb, Protege, Turret, Spellgorger, Fountain, Truffle Snout, Finishing Blow, Short Sword, Tempered Veteran, which is Cauldron, so this goes to the top, so does the Veteran. We have our Heartfire Emulator, and then a secondary Tolarian Archmage. That's pretty cool, and we've seen one of those to begin our box opening. So let's scoop our uncommons, throw them in the pile, bulk in the box. Next pack on deck. Let's go. Let's try to go as fast as we can with these last ones here. Shieldmate, Glidemaster, Burn Bright, Mutt, Thalid, Titanic Growth. That's the first time we've seen that. Hunter's Edge, Magma Mutt, Regular Art, Skeleton Archer, Return to Nature, Griffin's Airy. So I actually really like this. Creating Griffins. Eliminate. This is a very well played removal card. Sea Striker, a secondary Speaker of the Heavens, and then a pretty cool land art as well. So let's grab our goodies. Toss them in the pile, rest in the stack. Next pack. This is where the downtime is. We grab these packs and they don't rip right open for us. So, toss that. Ogre, Strike, Thalid, Vine, Dart, Fowl, Breath, Blackguard, Battlements, Llanowar, Unleash Fury, Heartfire Emulator, Conclave Mentor, Rare Temple of Mystery. That's actually not so bad. And then the lands go over here. You gotta love the Scry lands. They make your decks just that much more consistent, right? And they do fetch a pretty penny on the open market. Rare lands, shock lands. I think shock lands more than Scry lands, but it is what it is. We'll get some of those too, I'm sure, right after we pull our Tefoil Fairy. Our Foil Teferi. Thrill, Revitalize, Opt, Turn to Slag, Rise Again, Snare Spinner, Swift Response, Turret Ogre, the Alokite, the Sage, Light of Promise, Hallowblade, Warden of the Woods, ooh, Terror of the Peaks. This is my favorite creature of the set, I think. It's a 5/4 with flying. Spells your opponents control that target Terror of the Peaks cost an additional 3 life to cast, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, you guys. That's insane. And then look at the art on this thing. All right, new battery. We're back. We've got a couple more on the charger because we think it might take a while. Let's see how fast we can rip open these packs. I do want to fix this as well. Just so my face isn't out of the camera. We should have done that a while ago. Anyway, Capture Sphere, Ogre, Enforcer. And are we... Okay, let's make sure we're in a good spot here. We can go a lot closer, it seems, too. I think we were zoomed in prior, weren't we? Oh, yeah. How's that for Zoom, boys? How's that for the Zoom, boys? We got a Deadmaw, Radiant Fountain, the Reed, the Arsonist, Sky Scanner, Gale Swooper, it's all about the angle, I think, for the focus there. Tempered Veteran, that goes on top, does it not? That is an uncommon. The Grub, Waker of Waves, another Massacre Worm, which is probably the worst mythic, but It's got great animation art on Arena, so play Arena and check out the art or the animation when you play your Massacre Worm. It is deadly. Anyways, on to our next pack. Right? This one's got a Teferi on it. That must mean he's in there. We need someone pre-opening these for us. Right? We've got little child hands. It's hard for us to tear into them. Ogre, Strike, Anime, Strike, Delphosaur, Imp, Mauler, Shock, Response, Dub, Substantiate, Grub, Fairy's Tutelage, Temple of Triumph, another cool art land. Alright, we'll take it. We will take it. Ready? As long as it gets us to our next pack. Bingo, bango, bongo. Let's get in there. Crash Through, Watchdog, Arcanist, Brute, Corpse, Growth, Lurker, Edge, Runes, Response, Adept, Shaman, Dryad, which is the first time we've seen, and Glorious Anthem, that's the first time we've seen that as well. Creatures you control get +1/+1, and it's an enchantment, so there is some room for play there. On to our next one. Still hunting for that Teferi. We're still looking for a Garruk, a Liliana, Chandra. Lots of Planeswalkers that we've not gotten to yet, right? So Pegasus, Megalodon, Wizardry, Down, Right, Swooper, Life Goes On, Duress, Rousing Reed, Skyscanner, Haze, the Replicator. Okay, interesting. We'll take that. Watcher of the Spheres. This is a really cool budget card. And a third copy of the Shackle Geist. Not too impressed with that, but I'll take it, right? Statistically, every one we pull, we're that much less likely to pull again. And let's see if we can have the cards in play without messing up the focus. So this one obviously has a Liliana in it, right? I bet on that. Holographic as well. Hobble Fiend, Watchdog, alternative Magma art, that's nice. Duress, Reed, Skyscanner. A lot of these cards that you pull are so similar, right? That okay, so we get a Bosri's Lieutenant here and a foil land. So I really like this pack. Any foil to me is worth it, just for the looks of them. They're absolutely incredible. Basri's Lieutenant. This is a very, very good card for many, many reasons. We'll get into that on our day-to-day stream if you're interested in learning about how these cards all can interact together, right? So we're about halfway through our last box. And now if this is something you guys are interested in, we can do it more often for you guys. Let's just slam through here. We've got Secure the Scene, the Arcanist, the Thiad, the Growth, the Mistake, the Truffle Snout, the Charger, the Rot, the Sentinel, the Sniper. Chandra's Pyroling, I actually really enjoy that. Siege Strike, we see another holographic. Sublime Epiphany, that's a rare out of place, I think, is it not? No. And then we just get the Fitted Imp as our holographic bonus here. That's really nice. I mentioned liking holographics, and we get rewarded even further, right? So toss them in the keep pile. These can go in the, I won't call it a garbage pile, but it's not the treasure pile, that's for sure, right? Into this next pack here. Battalion, Opt, Cur, Vine, Rise Again, Charger, Mistake, Rot, Dragonfire, Sentinel. We do get another Shrine. It is the black one, which we already have. We need a red one. Brontodon, Tide Skimmer, Feline Sovereign. Okay, so this is a decent cat here. It is a lord. Other cats you control get +1/+1 and have protection from dogs, which is really, really quite interesting. If we can zone it in. There we go. That's the cat. That's what's up. Pretty cool art, right? I like it. Again, as we continue to make these videos, we can obviously increase the quality in which we are filming, and I think generally it's just the focus on this nice Canon camera here. But I'm sure we can mitigate the struggle that it goes through and I don't know if my legs in the way take that focus. That's pretty cool. Right, it's like, look for your local game store. Oh wait, I don't have one. It's 200 kilometers away. So let's get into it. We've got an Enforcer, Lofty Denial, Car, the Steed, Malkin, Corpse, Ghostlight, Mauler, Scarring. We get our red shrine. That's what we wanted, right? Our day's complete. We have all of our shrines, loving it. The Patrician, Kinetic Augur, and the Pursued Whale. So nothing great as far as rares go, but collecting that shrine makes it worthwhile for us. I mean, in a consistent shrine deck, you will need 4 copies of them all. So we're talking 4 boxes to probably get them all if you're not going to buy them individually, which I really recommend. Bleep bloop blah. So we're going to keep the Altered Art as well. It is basically like a rare for us or something. Miscast, Empath, Temple of Malady, and a holographic Turret Ogre. I guess we could keep that, right? And loving the rare land. That's always fun to get. I believe that's our 3rd rare land. And now rare lands, if you're playing Arena or any kind of Magic, I really recommend that are a go-to for most people. Just because the fact that it makes your deck that much more consistent. Alright, so the focus just hates us. Let's move on. Let's just get through these uncommons. Can't see them anyways. We have a Furious Rise, a Unsustainable, or yeah, whatever. Tolarian Kraken, a Spark Hunter Massacre, and a Foil Forest. Neat. We like the Masticore. It's really good against Planeswalker decks. At what point does this become a chore? You know what I mean? So let's just slam through here. We've got a Houndmaster, an Avenger, a Ruined Halo. So this is about our least overwhelming pack here. And then another Shrine, I suppose. Could be worse. I like Ruined Halo, but in casual matches, it's not going to see play. That's more like a tournament card, right? I guess we should be looking, just in case we do get alternative arts. We'll just slam through them really quick. Right, like there's one that we would have missed. Archfiend's Vessel, Havoc Gesture, a Shiprock Dowser, and another Kavartek. So that's alright. Some of these alternative arts have really been getting to me, like the Godzilla ones. Those are incredible. Like, I would collect cards just for those arts. Let's slam. Oh no, we gotta look for art. It doesn't look like anything. We pull a Shrine, Witch's Cauldron, Tide Skimmer, a Chromatic Orrery. That's pretty cool. Very cool card. Nice mythic here. Chromatic Orrery, legendary artifact for 7. You may spend mana as though it were any mana color, and then we can tap it to add 5 mana, and we can pay 5 and tap it to draw a card for each color among permanents that we control. So a pretty deadly card here with Chromatic Orrery. But look at this, you guys. A holographic Sanctum of All. This is our multicolored Shrine. Just straight shining for us. Absolutely love it. That might be our favorite holographic pull so far. Loving it. Our box is getting full here, duds. We're probably going to have to pull out a second before we finish. We need some Planeswalkers, though, am I right? I don't get Planeswalkers. I'm going to flip. And let's just start looking this way, right? So we know these two are duds. Ooh, maybe not. Fiery Emancipation. That's one of my new favorite cards as well. Brittle Form, Silvermote Ghoul, and a Meteorite. Now I'm doing it this way, but I've realized that we do, because we're looking for the alternative art, we need to go crazy and look at them all. And no art here. It is a pretty rare feat to get some of the alternative art, but nonetheless, it's nice. Bingo Bango Bongo. Slam through these. We have a Haze, we have a Hallowblade, we have a Warden. Fable Passage, that's pretty cool. Those sell for a penny, right? Let's put those in the pile of keepers and the rest in the bin. Now, I don't know if we're going to sell the winners. I might do a rough estimation and total some math for you guys. Like, how much did I spend and how much can I potentially make with little to no effort. Because I'm not, obviously not selling all these bulk cards, but you could sell the 10 that are worth the most, right? This guy, Elder, Enthralling Hold, Wildwood Scourge, which I've really been liking, another Solemn Simulacrum, and then a foil Sky Scanner. So that's pretty cool. I think that's our 5th Solemn Simulacrum, if I'm correct. It's at least our 4th. We know this for sure. We're down to 2 rows, I believe, so maybe 6 packs left. This will be 7. So we're getting there. We're getting pretty close, you guys. Lofty Denial, Turn to Slag Enforcer, Sphere, Glutton, Track Down, Appointed Dude. Man, this focus sucks. Alakite, Sage. We get a Stitcher, we get a Blue Shrine, Faith's Fetters, Double Vision, and then a Soul Seer holographic, which is insane. We've been pulling way too many holographic cards, in my opinion. But I'm game. I am absolutely game. Double Vision's really cool too. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell, each turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. I said 6, but I meant 9. There's 3 rows there. We're getting down there. We haven't seen Teferi yet. This makes me sad. Let's see if we can find it here. Experimental Overload, Crypt, Lore Scadle, Azusa, Lost But Seeking, and an alternative art land, which is pretty cool. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We should separate this cool land as well. And the rest go in back to the pile, baby. I want a Chandra, I want a Teferi, I want a Garruk, and I want a Liliana, right? I want each Planeswalker, please. Burn Bright, Mutt, Sphere, Ogre, Response, Dub, Ghostlight, Nature, Archer, Stinger, Freebooter, that's good. Greed, Geyser, a Volcanic Salvo, not the worst. I like the Freebooter there, though. That's a nice pick. Let's get into it. We're coming to a close soon. I have a lot of cleanup to do here, you guys. So many packs. Revitalize, the Gorge, the Sword, the Goblin. Okay, here we go. Crypt, Fungal Rebirth, Scythe, the Heart of Keld, that's our first there. A holographic Garruk's Uprising, please and thank you. One of my favorite uncommons of the set. Totally hollowed out. Loving it. And then we'll throw the keepers into the pile, the rest out. And we're into it. All right, what do we got? Resistance, Inventory, Burn Bright, Mutts, Training, Imp, Ogre, Alokite, Sage, Bad Deal. What was Bad Deal? Yeah, it is. Bad Deal is a bad card, though. We got Invigorating Surge, the Gaggle Master, Sublime Emphany. Ooh, a holographic 9 lives. Sign me up. This is our new favorite holographic that we've pulled today. Oh, I'm a big cat guy. I got 3 cats of my own. So loving that. Very neat. And I feel like we pulled a disproportionate amount of holographics, haven't we? I feel like we're getting 1 every second pack. And like that's what my main goal was here. So I'm happy with that, but it just seems strange. Just looking for arts. We don't really care about the common cards anymore. We've seen them all. We will collect the uncommons though. Another Shrine, Revelation, a rare land. Cannot complain with that. We always love the Scry lands. We want definitely some holographic mythic rares, though, right? Shieldmates, that's cool. I guess. Archer. Hellkite. Punisher. Cultivate. Twinblade Assassin. Ooh, Demonic Embrace. And another holographic Twinblade Assassin. This is what I mean. What's up with these holographics, you guys? I love it. Right? You can barely tell. The Demonic Embrace, though, that is a very nice card. Putting Demonic Embrace on a Rotting Reggie. Woohoo! Very nice. So I think we are down to 4. We're almost out of packs, you guys. 3 more after this one. Let's go to Teferi. Let's go to Teferi. Everybody visualize Teferis for me. Mire, Wingmare, Eliminates, Lieutenant. Not the worst. I like Lieutenant. But it's not a Teferi. It is not a Teferi, that's for sure. We're down to the bottom of the box. It's the shell game now. Which one of these packs contains our Teferi? Just looking for alternative arts real quick. Cultivate, Bolt Hound, Solidarity, Necromantia, and an Infernal Scarring with a alternative art land. All about the holographics, so I don't want to complain too much. But come on, we want a Teferi, boys. That's what it's all about. I believe we can pull a Teferi. Right? Just looking for these alternative arts. A lot of skeleton archers. We have Golem, the Adept, the Liliana's Decree. Harbinger alternative art rare. I can't complain with it, right? It's nice. It's nice. But it's not the fairy. Really shouldn't complain about a alternative art rare. That's pretty hot. That's almost as good as a holographic rare. Hashtag 9 lives. This is what it's all about, you guys, this last pack. Dog, Training, Imp, Sentinel, Battlements, Breath, Bidden, Blackguard, Visionary, Golem, Dowser, Ghoul, Conspicuous Snoop, and a holographic Wishcoin Crab. I mean, I'm not going to complain about the amount of holographics. I'm not going to complain about not getting a Teferi either, except for that statement, which kind of is that. That's all our packs, you guys. This is all of our common cards that we pulled. We get a full box of these, right? A lot of commons. But what's really cool is look at all of the uncommons, mythics, and rares we pulled. That is a solid chunk of cards here, boys. And a good portion of these are holographics as well. So that's very, very cool. We got a couple of really cool full arts. We got our Ugin that was really nice, right? So yeah, really, really good stuff. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this pack opening video, be sure to let me know and we can do more of them in the future. I definitely want to do at least one for every set that comes out, just because I am so involved within Magic now that it's just a great way for me to support the company and then to have a lot of fun while doing the thing that makes me money for a living, right? So if you want to support the channel, you can do so Twitch, Patreon, YouTube. Links are all in the description below. I'm live every single day, 4:45 a.m. PST on YouTube, around 6 a.m. PST on Twitch, and then we're in the Discord for the remainder of the day. I really want to thank all of you guys who have felt the need to watch this video in its entirety. You guys are awesome. I hope you guys got some cool picks in your packs as well. Really appreciate all of you, right? Thank you so much. And I know kind of an off-brand video today, but I did want to test it to see how it does because I'm finally in a position to be doing these things more often, right? So again, I just want to thank you for providing me with this amazing opportunity to showcase some content for a game that I've loved for so many years. And yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow with another regular video. I think we're playing Rakdos Sacrifice by Danny T-Law and Crokies, a brand new deck that they modified off of Witch's Mono Black, which focuses around Rotting Regisaur, Demonic Embrace, Gutter Bones, stuff like this. So they're taking that framework and merging it with the Rakdos Sacrifice, Priest of the Forgotten Gods, Claim the Firstborn, Witch's Oven, Cauldron Familiar, this kind of shenanigans. So it's going to be a lot of fun, really looking forward to it, and we're going to crush some rank out. So again, for the third time, thank you guys all for watching. I really appreciate you. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, and then Discord every single day. Links for everything is in the description below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and then most importantly, let me know what you guys thought of this video. Take care. Have a great day. Peace.